Yeah, you do. I spent all week getting my set down to 8 minutes, so for me to make time, don't laugh. So anytime I come up here, I try to imagine everyone in their underwear to calm myself down. Ma'am, you should not go commando. It's too cold. Sir, I'm adding clothes to you. So is everyone finally happy that Christmas season is over?
Yes.
The one thing I hate about Christmas is peppermint. It's everywhere. One day I had a mint. I put pepper on it. Didn't taste like a peppermint. Tastes like deception. So on my way here, I was listening to WIND radio. If you don't know what that is, that's when someone breaks into your truck and steals your stereo, so you gotta listen to the wind coming into your truck. You know you're a bad singer when you're singing back up to the wind. You know the song I Can't Get No Satisfaction is over 50 years old now? You ever listen to a song and you just stop and think, are they talking about me? So I bought a GPS, and it's one of those fancy ones where you can have it like tell you the quickest way to get to from destination A to B, or the one that takes the least amount of gas. Mine is super fancy, and I can change the voice on it. So I decided to change it to Robert Frost, the poet. It took me to the path less traveled on. That's how I got here. A buddy of mine, he bought a GPS for work. And I asked him, why in the hell did you buy a GPS for work? And he said, because he's bad at directions and you want to get from point A to point B when he's hauling stuff. And it's like, that makes sense and all, but you're a train conductor. The tracks is your GPS. So a buddy of mine, he wanted me to go to Indy with him to just hang out. Okay. But I decided to take some Flintstone vitamins beforehand because he has a Chevy, and I knew I was going to use my feet to push that thing. I took a vacation to Africa one year, and it was fun. I took a tour bus and saw all the wildlife, but for some reason they made me sit in the back. You ever stop and think that Paula Deen was never really racist, but she just couldn't pronounce the word vinegar very well? I've come to learn that I'm jealous of my shadow because he's bigger than me, but it's just because he's black. There we go. You know how California baptizes in churches since the drought? Squirt bottle. That one there's always an FP, don't mark that up. So me and my wife, we decided that we're going to have 2 kids and end with that. But she only wants to have sex when we're trying to have a kid. So like, all right, that gives me a limited time, but I think I can live with that. She gets pregnant with twins. Kids clock me before they're even born. I'm going to name them Cain and Abel. Maybe I'll have a second chance. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I'm single. The only reason why is because the right side of my phone doesn't work, so I can't swipe right on Tinder. The other day I bought a tape to learn a second language. And you know how you listen to it while you're sleeping and it's supposed to help you learn it better? I did that for a straight month. Don't know a lick of sign language. So a buddy of mine, I work with his wife, and he's a very deep sleeper, so his wife always got to wake him up, call him, wake him up. Well, she was out of town, and he wasn't answering his phone, so she asked me to go and wake him up. So I go to their apartment, knock on the door, banging on it for like a half an hour. Finally get him up. He comes to the door, opens it up, just far enough before the chain stops it. I tell him to wake up, get ready for work, and I walked away. About a week later, me and his wife is talking, and for some reason we came up to the point of this. She said she would owe me food for what I did. I'm like, all right. And then she mentioned that he always sleeps naked. And I was like thinking, when he came to the door, was he naked? She said yes. So there was literally an inch of wood between us. She owed me 2 lunches after that. So I decided that I was short on cash, so I decided to take a loan from a loan shark. But I was smart about it, and I did it in a wheelchair. Because when I don't pay them back, what are they going to do, break my legs? So I had to go to the hospital one day because I had 2 broken arms. And I hate going to the hospital. They always give you bad news. Sir, you have 2 broken arms. Sir, you have AIDS. Sir, you have diabetes. Sir, you have stomach cancer. And then they'll have the nerve to ask you if you got your flu shot yet or not. In today's day and age, you can get a pill that'll pretty much cure anything at this point. I saw a commercial the other day it was for a pill that you take to cancel out the side effects of a previous pill that you was taking. But it had side effects. So no matter what, I'm having dry, itchy eyes. My grandfather, in his later life, he had a little miniature CVS and a little black bag, but when he was younger, he was a fit guy. And he went to vet when he was younger. And he had his trusty dog with him. And they came back, both of them came back. My grandfather, he kind of lost his mind. The dog lost his balls. So, last summer I decided to do a marathon. And it was to support the troops. And I was going to do it, but I decided against it. Not because I don't support the troops. If it was a 2K, I could have done it with these. If it was a 4K, I think I would struggle, but I think I could do it. But it was a 3K, and I'm not racist. Alright, that's my sets. Everyone be safe going home. Oh, sorry, Skylar.